Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Taru and today again we have the project Yarnathon update. So this is a punning project for yarn basically. So this was started by Andrea from Pretty as Peacock. It's been a while. There is a playlist for the whole project and yeah, Andrea's linked down for you. But basically she realized that she has too much yarn and she could also pan her yarn. And then she made a little challenge of using a marathon's worth of yarn, which is 42 point something kilometers. I don't know the yard version or whatever miles it is. But anyway, it is a lot of yarn. And it has been almost 2 months since my last update, and I'll show you the reason why I didn't update this month ago. But I mean, this project is anyway not as like structured because it's gonna go until I've used all my yarn or I've hit a marathon's worth. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I have some little things to show you and then a bigger item. So let's start with the silly bits. Background story. Midsummer is like a almost as big as Christmas for us Finns here. So yeah, during midsummer we have lots of parties and we are outside and grill and there's all sorts of, you can do magic and stuff with flowers and everything. But anyway, we had a party on the midsummer with my friends and we needed to wear a flower crown because that is a summery thing to do in Finland. But I decided to crochet myself one. So usually it's done with like flowers you pick from nature, but I decided to crochet one, and it's just one big piece that I just tied off here and goes on your head and then like flows on the back. But anyway, I wore this one, and then because my dog Halla, who just announced herself, came to the party as well, I made a little rose to put on her harness. This was a super last minute thingy and it's not very pretty, but yeah, everyone loved it on her. So yeah, this was our midsummer attire. And for these these were just super like old scrap yarns. I have no idea what they are or whatever. I kind of weighed them and decided I will take 50 meters for these. But that was a fun little crafty project. But then I also didn't have pockets in my pants that I was wearing, so I decided to try one of these granny packs. So fanny packs made with granny squares, and this is kind of a different. I don't like the traditional granny square, so this is like a funny one. So you basically just make 4, and these ones you just fold, one, and yeah. Then I just made some few straps to go around the waist. But yeah, this might need some improvement. Now it's just one big pocket, but yeah, this was just old yarn I had, and weirdly I have this darker one as well, a bit left. I used one hole and a little bit from here, but these don't have any information about the yarn, just how bigger sticks and hooks you need to use, and it's 50 grams and washing instructions, but no idea if it's full cotton or blend or whatever, and no idea how many meters is in a 50 grams. So I used one skein of this lighter one, so I just calculated based on this one. the actual estimation of how much yarn I used, and that was, where are we, 265 meters, because this is kind of a yarn eater. I will come back to this pattern later, but it's basically front post granny square. But yeah, I made that out of necessity. Where am I gonna put these all? Too much. Then I also, this is kind of a, I'm not sure if this is completed or not, but I made a little sun hat with a star pattern on there. This was kind of, I had the pattern for this top part, and then I just made a basic, I don't know, but it's not ready yet because I want a, like a metal wire to go around so that it would stay like this and not be floppy, because that's not what I wanted. So it's not completely done, but so far I used 2 skeins for this one, and this was now my birthday yarn from Hobby. So these are 100% recycled fibers, and it is cotton and polyester, so both recycled, which made my heart really happy. I have 2 skeins left of this yellow, and then I have some green of the same one, but it's limonata recycled fibers from Hobby. It's kind of a, it's not like the yarn is, it's kind of when you do with your fingers, like the knitted long strips, it feels kind of that. It's not just twisted fibers, but it's, yeah, if you know what I mean. It looks like it has loops on it. But anyway, I used 2 for this one. I will use a bit more to attach the thing when I actually figure out where I can get strong enough wire, or they have these specifics for hats, but we'll see. Anyway, this took me 294 meters, 2 skeins. Then out of necessity as well, I recently started archery and horseback archery, so I needed something to put my arrows in, so I made myself this one. So I just got a buckle from an old belt that was ready to retire, and then it's basically double-sided. I used a bit too small hook for the yarn, so I got it nice and sturdy. Then it just has this long belt, and yeah, I put some leather there to, so that the arrows won't pop out. I will show you. I have arrows here, so they will just go through these holes and then into the little pouch, and then they will stay secured when I'm galloping with the horse. So that is my own design, and you might need some improvements later on, but so far I've only tried it without the horse, but tomorrow I will see if it actually works with a horse. But I get 9 arrows in it, which should be plenty for me at this stage at least. But yeah, this one used up, I think it was a whole skein. This is very old yarn as well, but it was, how much was it? Did I even put it anywhere? 165, yes, whole skein, yeah, one whole skein, 165 meters for this one. And this was a piece because I hand stitched around these with just thread or whatever. So hopefully it will work, because yeah, those holes were annoying to make. Then I made a couple of summer tops, but these are, I'm not sure I would like to be the person who wears these out, but I'm not sure if I am, but we'll see. First up, I tried the butterfly top. So it has wings, and then the body part is in the center. So you have these long ones go around your neck, and then these long ones come and strap and yeah, fix these on your sides. But basically the wings should cover your boobs, and then the lower ones are just decoration. This one took 2 skeins of this really old weird yarn that I probably got on sale, and yeah, and it took 2 full ones, so 130 meters. So yeah, and it's kind of nice and fussy, so it's not as see-through as it could be otherwise. But yeah, now I've seen a better butterfly pattern as well. This one was free, so I think I can link it for you. I think I have it somewhere, but there's a nicer one as well, but that's not free, but I might still do it at some point because it's fun. I don't know if I will wear it, but I would like to. Anyway, that one. And then I made another one, and this came from my head, and I'm wearing it, so I will stand up to show you. Yep. If you know me, you know I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I just had an idea of making the evil eye. So now it's kind of in the tower usually. So and then the back is very simple because yes, I have a badger that I would like to show off, and with this top I could do that. Same with the butterfly. That was kind of the idea behind these types of tops, that when I have this piece of art on my back, I should show it. So we'll see. But yeah, Evil Eye took, wait, this is also new. This I bought specifically for this idea, but these are also from Hobby. It's recycled cotton, makes my heart very happy again. We recycle yarn, heart yarn, whatever. So it took 2 full skeins of black, and then part of a third one, and then obviously I have these colors that only went to the eye and didn't take too much. So I need to, these are not traditionally my colors, but I will figure out something to do with these. Maybe a gift or something for someone. But this whole top took 195-ish meters. So that was that. Then we go to the big one. And this was the reason that I did not update a month ago, because I was almost, or pretty much I was done with this one. Then I realized, it's a bit big, and I frogged half of it off. Made it again. So I have made this one 1.5 times. And it is a sweater. And yeah, it's a bit hard to show you, but it is the hexagon granny sweater. Yes, I finally caved, because I've been seeing these around internets so much, and yeah, I wanted to try it, but again, I don't like the basic granny stitch, which is the cluster of 3 double crochets. But this one, basically you just make 2 hexagons like you would do a square, but instead you have 6 corners, and then when you fold them, they make this shape, and then you extend it a bit for the arms or back or wherever you need to. And then for mine, I also made a hood, But first I had, how am I gonna explain? I have these gradient cakes. These are from Hobby as well. So one gradient goes from here until here. And then I started doing with another gradient a bit more. And then I realized, no, I made it too big. So I frogged it, but then I wanted to start the other one the other way around. So I needed to take it all out and then start again. So then the other one starts from black and goes lighter, and then the lightest color is actually in the hood from this gradient. So it basically, the continuum is like this for the other cake, kind of. But yeah, there are some loose ends still. I need to weave them in, but maybe I can somehow show you. So I wanted the sleeves to be puffy, but then I made a cuff separately, and then obviously I need a hood, which was good that I frogged the first one because now I had enough for a hood, and then it's just kind of cropped. It doesn't go all the way. So yeah, and then in the back there is the stripe in the middle, and yeah, but this one then also I too hot, it's too hot to be working with yarn. But anyway, I also have pockets that I was thinking of putting there, but I'm not sure if I will do that or not, if they will fit, because this is kind of a smaller, like a cropped, almost like a bolero, but not quite. But I made pockets because I wanted to have this first color in the pocket, so I made the pockets first, and now I'm not sure if I will use them or not. But this is the pattern, and I made this with 6 corners to get both sides of the sweater. And this, it's easy to do because it's just front post trebles for the previous rows, treble crochet, but the beginning needs some figuring out. So I looked up a pattern for like a blanket that started with this but then continued with beautiful thingies that I might actually like that quite a lot. So it might be my huge project at some point. But anyway, I can link, it's a YouTube video, so that I can link for you if you want to make these granny squares, because when you alternate the colors, I think it would look really cool with 3 colors. I think that's what they have in the blanket. But anyway, I really like this pattern, so if you do as well, I will link it for you. And this basically doesn't have a pattern. The hood is just, I made a kind of a rectangle like this, so half a square, and then added some length to the top. So the corner ends here, but then I just continued. But this didn't quite work how I wanted to go from the dark to light, but it is what it is. I'm not taking it apart anymore. And then, yeah. This took a lot of yarn. I had these huge cakes from Hobby. Like I said, I had 2 Cotton King cakes. These were the shadow ones, so they end or start with black, however you want to. I don't have the color in these, but it's, well, color 15, I don't know the name. But anyway, one cake is 200 grams and 800 meters. So I used 2 of these, and then the other color story is same size but different. This is actually half cotton, half acrylic, and it's the Azalea color 3. But yeah, this took, wait, now I can't math. 3,200 meters of yarn. So 4 cakes in total. It was a beast, but it was fun to do, even though it took forever. And the yarn, if you can see, is basically 4 really thin strands just held together. So if you're not careful, you might lose one of these, and then they make annoying loops. And yeah. It took a while to get used to having the separate strands, but they have a tip that you put a little pearl thingy that the yarn goes through, so it keeps them together. But I did not do that. It was easy enough, and it's full of dog hair and my hair and everything. But anyways, I do like it, and I like this stitch, even though it doesn't really shine with this gradient. It is better with the like color changes. But anyway, yeah, that was the big one. And yeah, I did it 1.5 times, and then frogging and re-balling the yarn took a while as well, but now it's way nicer and I have a hood, so that's good. Okay, that was everything. I mean, I need to finish but no more yarn is going in because I was smart and left some ends, so I can stitch it in. Let's talk totals. Okay, last time I had used a bit over 10 kilometers of yarn, and to remind you, marathon is 42 kilometers. So this time, these past 2 months, basically, I have used 4,299 meters. So basically 4,300 meters. So yeah, a bit more than 3 kilometers of yarn. I mean, 3 went to the sweater. So that was the big one. So in total, I have now used 14,440 meters of yarn. And to make it easier to grasp the marathon, we are now at 34% of the way done. So yeah. Last time it was 24, so we bumped it up by 10%, which is quite nice if you look at it like that. But I don't know if I will have such a big project coming. I will probably be quite busy these coming months, but I will have a conference next week. That's gonna be a lot of sitting, also sitting in a plane and sitting in a train to get there. So I need to figure out a project there, something mindless that I can just do without thinking too much. I'm looking for it, for a pattern all the time. We will see what that is, but until then, this is all I have for you today. It's already a long video, so I'm gonna let you go. I hope you enjoyed looking at my yarn project. I love looking at these updates. They get me excited every time. And yeah, check out the playlist if you haven't seen everyone else do this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!